What is up, guys? Welcome back to my podcast. And today is episode 9 of season 7. I do got a couple things to talk about here. First of all, tomorrow's episode podcast is pre-recorded. I already have it pre-recorded. I already have it scheduled to come out at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, and 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time. So that is the time to set up. I will set a reminder on Facebook tomorrow at 4:30. I do have the Green Bay Packers game up on my phone. I'm listening to it through my headphones. So if I ever stop, I might be watching that because it is my favorite team and we really need to win this game. So that's kind of why. So if I ever start cheering too, yes, dang it, kind of thing. I'm doing that. Okay, so just want to let you guys know that too. Also, if you don't know who I am, I'm the Intermission Podcast. I post daily podcast episodes reviewing every single NHL and USHL game. I review every NHL game the day after they happen. On Friday and Saturdays, I review every USHL game the day after they happen. On Sundays, I either review them later that day. Fridays and Saturdays, I review them the same day after they happen. Okay. On Sundays, I either review them the same day they happen or the next day, depending on what time they start. Every game during the week, I review them the day after. I have a more in-depth of what I also do. There's other things that I do on here, and more in-depth of what I have in my description. I also have a bunch of links in my description. A Discord, you can come in and talk about the NHL and USHL, and then I post right after. I go live every single day in there, so go ahead and join that. Go follow my Facebook if you haven't already, because that's the only place to get my daily NHL and USHL predictions, and it's the only place, if you don't have your post notifications turned on to this channel, it's the only place you know right before I go live. So make sure you go follow that if you haven't already. Go follow my ex, because I post on there and repost things quite frequently on there throughout the day. So go ahead and make sure you follow that. And I got my Instagram. I don't usually post on there, but if I do, you'll follow. TikTok, I always post clips from this podcast. I haven't used it in a while, but if I ever have big clips on here, I post it on there. I have a USHL discussion group in there if you want to talk USHL with 5,000 people. 5,000 people in that group. Join that group. If you're the Big Fighting Saints fan of the USHL, go ahead and join the Saints for Life group. That's also linked down there. There's almost 1,000 people in there. 1,000 Saints fans in there that you can go ahead and chat to be from Saints and just overall USHL with. So we got good links in there. I got a paragraph and a half, borderline 2 paragraphs about who I am. And so yeah, and there's some pretty important stuff in the description. So you can go ahead and check that out. If you don't know how to do it, just click the title. If you're on a phone, just flip it over where you can see like how you like it and subscribe and stuff. Just click on the title. If you're on Xbox, your PS, your PC, or anything like that, just click the title. You can see my description. You can read it from there. So yeah. Without further ado, let's review yesterday's 4 NHL games, and that's it, because I'm reviewing today's USHL game and tomorrow's USHL game and today's NHL games all tomorrow after the USHL games are over. So around 10:30 to 11ish Central Time. So yeah. And then Saturday's game is pre-recorded, and then on Sunday, I'm going to review Saturday's USHL games, and Sunday if there's any USHL games. If it starts early in the day, I'm not quite sure. And then I'm going to review Saturday's NHL games. So tomorrow's podcast episode is going to be a decent long one. The pre-recorded one is going to be like 28 minutes and 6 seconds, I believe. It is tier listing every NHL team, the quarter mark through the season. I'm going to do that every quarter of the season, like the first quarter, and then the halfway mark for the third quarter, and then going into playoff time, I might do it. We'll have to see closer to then. It's about 28 minutes and some change. And then Sundays will be a decent amount longer because we got Saturday's USHL games to review, Sunday's USHL game here too. Maybe if it starts earlier in the day, and Saturday's NHL game. So Friday's gonna be probably like 30 to 40 minutes long. Saturday is just 28 minutes and some change, and Sunday is probably gonna be about 30 to 35 minutes long as well. So we got a couple pretty decent, about couple half an hour to a little bit longer maybe podcast episodes ahead of us. So this one's gonna be pretty short, and then we got the next 3 ones are gonna be slightly longer for sure. So the length of this podcast episode completely depends on the NHL and USHL scheduling. It's really what it is. If it's a lot of games the day before, for the NHL, it'll be a longer one, just naturally. Same thing with the USHL. If it's longer, if there's more games on Friday or Saturday, that same day would be a longer podcast episode. Sunday for that matter. During the week, the day after podcast episode would be longer. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. If you're new here and you continue to watch these podcast episodes, you will understand the more you watch me. So if you have any, as it says in my description, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can contact me by chatting here where I'm live, commenting on any one of my videos after I'm live, you can comment any one of my posts, any one of my social medias, you contact me in any way. I am 100% open to changing this podcast around and just adjusting things to your guys' liking if enough people want it to happen. So I'm trying to make this as you guys as much as happy as you can be to watch these podcast episodes and enjoy these podcast episodes as much as possible. So I'm 100% willing to do things and change things up and adjust things to your guys' liking if I need to. I obviously have to like it. If I hate it, I'm not going to do it. But if enough people keep asking me to do it and I'm willing to do it, I will do it, depending on what you ask. You can just ask something outrageous and expect me to do it all the time. It's not necessarily how it works, but most of the time, if it's something I'm okay with and enough people want it, we'll do it. But I haven't had anything like that yet, so we'll have to see if it comes down to it. But we got 4 NHL games to review, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and review the NHL games. Maple Leafs take on the Predators. Jonathan Mosersolt, 5th goal of the season by Roman Josi, 5:26 into the first period. Austin Matthews, 7th goal of the season by Mitch Marner and Morgan Riley, 31 seconds into the third period. He's starting to heat up. Of course, Austin Matthews, 8th goal of the season by Golden Knights by Mitch Marner, 2:29 third period. Leafs are on absolute fire. William Nylander, Matthew Knight, between the legs pass over the Nylander. He one time ended up open net, basically, for the power play goal. And that was not too long after Mitch Marner did a between the legs pass to Austin Matthews. Then Austin Matthews went between the defender's legs and to the 5-hole Saros. And then another between the legs, this time from Knight in the power play. Nylander passes home 5:06 in the third period. They're so good at this point. They're just like messing around and dotting each other up between the legs. As Mark Zunwowski, 1st goal season by Gary and Cole Smith, 16:38 in the third period. Maple Leafs hang on, 22 saves and 24 shots again. Joseph Woll has a great night. I think the Leafs could have scored even more goals. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Predators got lucky that they didn't score more than 3, but I mean, at the end of the day, you picked up 2 points. You won pretty convincing. I mean, maybe not the scoreboard, but you outplayed them for sure. That's all that matters if you Leafs at this point. You got the 2 points. You outplayed your opponent. Continue on, you know? So, good game from the Leafs. That's about the good as the Predators are going to get. I mean, yeah, they disappointed a lot of people, including me. I had them getting almost 110 points this season. We'll just say that didn't happen. That definitely did not happen. They definitely disappointed me in every single way possible. So, yeah. Speaking of disappointing me in every single way possible, we got the Chicago Blackhawks. That's my favorite team, if you didn't know, versus the Boston Bruins. Alex Velasic, 1st goal of the season, finally. He's a defensive defenseman, big physical defenseman, but see him score, really. It won by heart. 1st goal of the season by Nick Foligno and Connor Murphy, 1:23 in the first period. Morgan Geekie, 3rd goal of the season by Brazeau and Osler, 12:17 first period. If the Bruins won't have any success, he's going to have to really put a look up in his step, you know what I'm saying here. He scored, that's a good sign for him, but we'll have to see if he can continue it. Brad Marchand, 9th goal of the season by Pasternak and Mohi, 2:58 in second period. Brad Marchand again, 10th goal of the season by Pasternak and Osler, 5:03 in the second period. You know, the post-game interview of Paul Bissonnette. If you know, you know. You can search up Brad Marchand and Paul Bissonnette segments, your post-game interviews on TNC or whatever. They're funny. He has a couple good moments with him. It's funny, especially today. That was funny. Yesterday, I guess, but in this case, today. Jason Dickinson, 5th goal of the season by McCabe and Connor Murphy, 18:22 in the second period. Morgan Geekie, 2nd goal of the night, 4th goal of the season. That's a good sign for him. For Justin Brazeau and Mohi, 5:02 in the third period. And why did my phone not want to load? I'm doing this all day. W phone. Anyways, I hope my podcast isn't lacking. That's a problem, because I'm not listening to it, so better not be. Be very disappointed if it is lacking, but I don't know. So if it is lagging, please let me know. But that goes for any time. If my podcast is ever lagging, feel free to comment it, chat, do whatever, just let me know. I want to improve this podcast in every way possible, make it good for you guys. So yeah. Vegas Golden Knights and Anaheim Ducks. This is a winnable game for the Knights, but don't fall for the trap game. William Karlsson, 5th goal of the season by Victor Olofsson and Haig, 16:26 in the first period. She had Theodore, second goal of the season by Olafson and Jack Eichel, 6:38 in the second period. Jackson Lacombe, fourth goal of the season by Cody Gauthier, Mason McTavish, 18:01 in the second period. Alexander Holt, second goal of the season by Pearson and Thomas Hurdle, 3:05 in the third period. She had Theodore, second goal of the night, third goal of the season in the empty nets by Eichel and Hurdle, 19:16 in the third period. That puts the game on ice. 19 save. Okay. 19 saves on 20 shots against for earlier Samsonov. Okay. Aiden Hill's coming off a 28 save shutout against Oilers and the same time 19 saves and 20 shots. Both goaltenders are coming off great games, so that's good for the Knights for sure. I'm gonna try to get back here to where we were before. Hold up. Why does my phone keep lagging? It's so annoying. Okay, back now. We're watching the same play I just watched. Good mouth is like goofy, yeah. Why'd you just throw the ball when he's falling? I don't understand. My goodness, guys. Okay. We got one game to review. What game was it? Oh, it Stars and the Kings, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Okay. Come on, Packers. Anyways, Stars take on the Kings. Wyatt Johnson, fifth goal of the season, a power play goal by Robertson, Jamie Benn, 2:38 in first period. Robertson frees it up. Johnson wide open for the net. Gets stopped by big save Dave. Originally gets his own rebound, 5-hole, 2:34 in the first period, a power play goal. Mason Marchment stays hot, 11th goal of the season, Christine Copeland, 13:40 in the first period. Dan Janelle, third goal of the season by 4:40 in the second period. Joel Edmondson, fourth goal of the season by Burroughs and Andre Kopotov, 15:38 in the second period. Owen Fogle, seventh goal of the season by Janelle, 2:22 in the third period. They hang on. 26 saves and 28 shots against a big save David Riddick. Otter had a bad night, 14 saves and 17 shots against. Takeaway from the game, first of all, Kings are pretty good. They're going well. Their Stars will be okay. They outplayed the Kings quite a decent amount. Otter had a bad game. That is rare for Otter to have a bad game, especially that's pretty bad. So he doesn't do that much. Stars outplayed the Kings. They looked good. They didn't get the results. Stars keep playing like that, they will get the results. What is happening in the Packers game, guys? They said delay of game, and then they said we called a timeout. Oh my god, guys. It's giving me heart attacks over here. This is not nice. This is not nice. Okay. But, like, we just gotta give all of our fans heart attacks. We're gonna go up, but then we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna do all this in between. Oh my god, bro. Okay. If we got anything else to talk about, should we review today's USHL game? I believe it's over. It started at 6, I think. Yeah, it's over. Okay. So let's review this game. So all we gotta do tomorrow is review Friday's game, so tomorrow's game. So let's get it over with. Green Bay Gamblers take on the Des Moines Buccaneers in the first American Cup game in Rochester, New York. Des Moines Buccaneers defeat the Green Bay Gamblers 4-1. Des Moines Buccaneers win 4-1 over the Green Bay Gamblers, shots at 28 apiece. Green Bay Gamblers goalie, I believe it was Moffitt, did not have the greatest night compared to the Des Moines Buccaneers goalie, made 27 saves and 28 shots. What a game from him. And the Buccaneers really just outplayed the Gamblers. I mean, the Gamblers on, like, what, a 3-game losing streak right now? They got swept by Tri-City last week in Green Bay, may I add, and they just lost to Des Moines. This team's very streaky. First of all, Des Moines on a bit of a hot streak right now. But don't call them out of the playoffs. Yeah, I don't think they will make it, but I never know. Green Bay's very streaky. They're going like a 3-4 game win streak, and then they'll look nasty, and then they're going like a 4-game losing streak, and then they'll look bad again. What? Oh, we punted it. I thought we just threw it deep. I looked away for way too long. So they got the ball 3:22 left in the third quarter. Watching too much hockey. 3:22 left in the third quarter. Down by 3, and the Lions had the ball. Yeah, we're gonna cook that. We cook that. So yeah, I mean, Longout. I definitely botched that name. Do not judge me. I definitely botched that name. The only person that scored for Green Bay. I feel bad for Green Bay fan. I'm sorry for botching that name so bad. If I got it right, I'll be genuinely, like, shocked. Kernan scored 2 goals. Clark scored a goal. And Deladona scored a goal with 1 second left in the game. That's just, bro, you didn't have to do that. That was just insult. That was like insult, bro. That was straight. At that point, it was actually assault. That was not an insult. That was assault. Scoring the goal with 1 second, 1 second left, up by 2 goals. In a game in New York that's normally only in the Midwest, in a very, very very highly scouted game. That's basically an assault. If I was a goalie, I would see him for assault at that point. You're like harass me or something, because that's not nice. You just ruined, like, bro, you gotta make me look that bad? Like, beef with those guys. Okay. If anyone like the Green Bay played bad, I mean, they had the same shots. I mean, that's not always exactly how they play, but they have the exact same shots. I mean, they're at least somewhat even, you know. Because if one team was playing much better than the other, it would not be the same amount of shots. It just goes in general. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right, guys? You knew that. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah, stuff them. Stuff them, guys. Don't even mess with them. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't think so. The fact that we got a 16-minute podcast episode out of this is actually crazy. Like, that's crazy that we got a almost borderline, 16.5-minute podcast episode out of that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. Have a great rest of your night if you're watching this live. You're watching this after it's live at night. Have a great rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like on this video if you haven't already. Tell me post notifications to the channel if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed episode 9. I hope you enjoyed tomorrow's pre-recorded podcast episode for episode 10 of season 7. Next time I will see you live is episode 11 for season 7 on Sunday for USHL Sunday. But the next time you'll see me talking is tomorrow for episode 10 of season 7. I hope you enjoyed tomorrow's podcast episode. I'll see you then. I'm technically the next time I'll see you live, and I'm able to actually genuinely talk to you live. It's episode 11 of season 7. So I say, I will see you live, episode 11, season 7, but you can watch the podcast of me talking tomorrow for episode 10 of season 7. Peace.